We're back to discuss Trudvang because the second wave delivery is coming our way, and we played the first game through to the end. We'll play all the missions. We have more than 40 hours within the game, and this is our final conclusion on Trudvang.
So, to start off, we already did a video, so why should this video differ from the previous one? Well, of course, to start off, we now finished the total campaign, and that was somewhere down, I think, some 10 missions or 8 missions, and we now have a full picture.
Yeah, we do.
So, you were the newbie in this case?
Yes, I was.
What was your first experience, or what would you say is the total tally of your experience?
Okay, well, let's divide it in two. The first experience was pretty positive because I like the world of Trudvang. It's a rich and deep world where you can experience lots of stories, have a branching path of narrative, and there's really a lot to experience out there. Also, the game mechanics are not one of those I've seen very often. There's has a
back building, drafting
mechanic in it, and I liked it in the first place because it's something new. But once I got acquainted to the game, it felt more and more like a repetition exercise. Yeah. And the story made up for it, or partially made up for it. It was good until the end, but yeah, still the drawing mechanic from the back, it felt quite old near the end.
Yeah, I think one of the most important things is that you're always working with 8 cards, and well, if you played very good, you might get a 9th card in your total deck.
Yeah.
And so you're practically always looking at the same cards, just leveled up. And there's nothing new to experience there after a while. So that is one of the main downsides, I think, of completing the whole campaign.
Yeah.
Is that is something you will eventually turn to, or at least you will face the same wall every time.
Yeah, the characters don't invite to get interacted with them.
No, totally not.
There's a little character development. Yes, there is some, but it's not. There's a little to choose from. So it's always the same kind of development that your character.
There's also no backstory to your own unit. So it sometimes says if there's a bard in the party, or if there's a dim walker in the party, but it never tells you anything about the character that you are.
No, I agree, but if you compare the characters to, for instance, Gloomhaven, there's little to choose from. You can play a support character in Gloomhaven, but can think from, okay, I want to support a little bit, but I also want to have some damage output. And I'm going for this combination. And in Trudvang, you can do that. It's just the same character, these are the options, and that's it. And there's a little variety within the characters themselves. I have another thing to add, and that is the lack of variety within the enemies.
Yeah, definitely.
This is, of course, the result of a bad campaign from CMON. I think they did not make enough money to add a lot of variety in the main box. But there are 5 or 6 different enemies.
No, there are 5 basic different enemies. Yeah.
And, oh wow! It's a Draugr once again. Wow! It's a Bulltroll once again. Oh man!
Yeah, and there's something else. There are these cards in the events that trigger units that have a special icon on it.
Yeah.
Well, out of those 5 basic units, only 1 has it. So why take why not say just the Draugrs move?
Yeah. I was thinking of this video, and I did some preparation, and I was thinking for, okay, CMON filled with this campaign, they had little money, but they needed to deliver this game. So why not let the intern do it? So okay, this is what we thought of, these are your tools, good luck, do it yourself, bye bye.
Well, don't get me wrong, I think that the game is actually pretty solid. And we are bashing it pretty hard now.
We do.
That's just because we've seen it all now.
Yeah.
And we've made up the total tally, and we had a lot of fun. We really did.
Yeah.
And the thing was that 4 missions before the end,
Yeah.
we were at our end. So we were we were
really
just
hoping that it was the
would
last
end.
mission.
and that was actually quite a disappointment, because that isn't something you want to experience in a campaign game.
No.
Oh my God, is it going to end now? Oh no, we still have to continue.
No, we have to do another mission. Oh no.
And it doesn't really do the storyline justice, because the storyline actually was very good.
Yeah, I agree.
The final mission was really a bummer, because it didn't have the epicness of the...
Yeah, the conclusion was not that epic. No, I agree. But the rest
of the campaigns, or 2 missions before that,
it was,
there was
a bigger tension.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree on what you're saying. The story is great, and all the choices that are offered within the storybook, those are good too.
Yeah,
those are
they're really
good.
funny.
Yeah, they're funny, and also the mini puzzles within the game.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. The interaction with the characters. Okay, are you going to help this one out, or are you going to fight this one? And it all pans out through the story.
Yeah.
And choices will stick till the end.
Yeah.
And that's just great. It's solid. And another thing that is really well done with the story is that it is light. It is deep, but it's also light. It breaks up the movement and the fighting a little bit, but it's just a chunk of the story, a bite-sized chunk, and it continues with gameplay. And then you get another chunk of the story, and the variety within that's really fun.
Yeah, that is masterfully done.
Yeah.
At sometimes the text is pretty long.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, but overall, there are small sections of text that you can choose, or that you can read, and then make a decision. And then sometimes you'll be referred to another piece of text, and one other. But there are never big chunks. And there are certain situations when we just said, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And because
some terms are unpronounceable.
they were unpronounceable. So we just had a little gag then, but would just say, and then we knew what we were saying because we couldn't read it out loud.
A narrative app would have been great, but
it wasn't there.
No. There are some negatives, but there are some positives too, and I think the story is one of the biggest selling point for this game.
What I would like to add is one thing that I also did was look back at the original rulebook.
Yeah. Oh, you did.
And I found that the mistrack and the original rulebook and the mistrack that eventually happened in the real game, the original one was much more exciting, I think, because it would be more. The choices that you would make are really heavy then, because you would really fail the attack, and you would also now you will receive damage, but I thought you would really get your attack didn't go off, and there was something other that was really nasty.
Okay.
And I think that at some point of the game they could have panned that in. So all right, you're now thus far in the story.
Yeah, you're a veteran now.
Yeah. now the gloves are coming off, and now we're going to test you for real.
Yeah. Okay.
If they'd done that, then I would actually, I would really recommend the game.
Okay. Well, but what's done is done. I think the Trudvang, the basic mechanics, serves as a foundation for all little variations that could have been done to the game. For instance, when you go to a city and you zoom in on the little map.
That was fun.
That's really fun. That's well done. But that only
twice.
That was only twice within our game. Yeah.
There are 3 options. But
and why aren't there any status effects within the game? Like poison or bleeding, or there's so much you can do with this game. The foundation is there, but it's underdeveloped, I guess.
I think that's actually pretty well said.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. First time.
Something never changed.
Yeah. Okay. Overall, if somebody's new to Trudvang, would you recommend the game as a campaign for somebody new, for somebody that is experienced? For who is this game?
I think I would recommend Trudvang for people who want to experience a campaign game that isn't too long, that has some story, and that isn't a game that has so much going on that you need to invest so heavily in the rules.
Yeah, okay, that's true. It's
I think it's
medium
yeah, it's a
lightweight.
campaign game for now, not gateway gamers, but it's a campaign game for the enthusiastic gateway gamer.
perhaps if they like repetition.
Sure, but it's getting to know the game.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
But would I buy it in retail?
It depends on the price point.
Sure.
Not for $100 or €100 plus,
no.
I guess. No, not at all. Okay. The additional content is coming. Are we looking forward to the additional content?
Nope.
Oh, that's a short answer. No? If there's a second campaign for in the additional content, are you going to play the second campaign?
I might try, but I'm not that. The game mechanics don't change, I think.
Okay.
So I would do it for the storyline because I liked the story again.
I'm just wondering, are we going to leave the additional content shrink wrapped, or actually are we going to actually unpack it?
No, we will unpack it.
Oh, we will
at least one of us will unpack it.
Okay.
The other one might just send it on, or might just put it in the second-hand market.
Ah, okay.
I think I'm looking at you at this point. But
yeah, that could be true. Okay, well, let me conclude this video. I think that's it. I think that's everything you need to know about Trudvang. Please see our previous videos and you have a complete view of the game. And if you like what we're doing here, please leave a comment and a like on this video. Consider subscribing, of course, and then we'll see you in the next video. That's it.